I mean, it doesn't need mode. It's like already perfect. Just a waste of money. There's like a tiny scratch. Ugh. Hey everyone, John here with How to Film Weddings, and today I'm going to be talking about payment plans. There's a lot of different ways to have your brides make payments. There's a lot of different payment schedules, and I just want to break down kind of the options that we've seen and the ones that have worked the best for us. What is the right way for your business on how to take payments, when to take them, and if you should be taking multiple payments. So today I'm just going to break down a few of the things that I've done that have really helped me out over the years and have helped save my butt from time to time. Before we get into that, I want to break down just kind of the options that we've seen, kind of some pros and cons to each one of them, and then let you make the decision on what's best for you and your company. So first of all, the retainer. That is the amount that they pay you that goes towards the grand total that is actually going to reserve you for the day. Right now we have our set at $1,000, and that just reserves the day. They sign a simple contract that says $1,000 is going towards the grand total, and this is going to reserve the day. Later on, they will make more payments, but the retainer itself is that amount that's going to hold the day. And one thing we really do with the bride and groom is we reiterate that this is non-refundable. This holds the day. We can't book another wedding on this day, so you're committing to us and we're committing to you. And in the contract it says if you cancel, this money is not returned to you. We walk through the contract, show them where it says that, and we're basically making a commitment to one another. So that is the retainer. The next thing to look at would be payment plans. This is where you can decide as your own business owner what it is that you want to charge or how often you want to charge for your services. So payment plans have become quite popular as you can make it a little bit easier with some of these CRMs with ShootQ or Tave or 17 Hats to make it just an automatic payment that is due, that automatically invoices, that makes it a lot simpler. What we found that works the best for us is we will do our $1,000 non-refundable retainer, and then we actually do 4 payments leading up to the wedding. At 4 months, 3 months, 2 months, and 1 month before the wedding, they are paying us 25% of their balance. So we make it pretty simple. It's a lot of payments, but it helps them spread that out, and it also helps us make sure that money is coming in before the wedding. Having that spread out into 4 payments for us has made it much easier for the bride and groom to spread out their payments, as well as gives us a little bit of security. So if they do cancel their wedding, we have money. So some of the pros of doing multiple payments for us would be we can spread it out over time, like we've talked about. Keeps us safe in case they cancel their wedding. But number 2, it really helps if their balance is pretty large to say, well, the payments are only going to be $1,500 instead of one huge payment of $6,000 right before the wedding. We can say, oh, we're going to have 4 $1,500 payments, so that makes it a little bit easier on you all to plan and budget accordingly. Another reason that it's a benefit, and you all know that there are peaks and valleys throughout the year. There's famine, there's drought, then there's feast. You know, the summer months might be full for you and the winter months might be dead for you. So when we have 4 payments and it's January in Oklahoma, not super busy, neither is February. But if you push yourself 4 months out after January, that's May, which is one of the busiest times of the year for us. Now in January, instead of having to find different jobs, I'm starting to get paid from my May weddings. And then in February, I'm getting a payment from my May and my June weddings. And in March, May, June, and July weddings. So it really helps make sure there's income in those months where there's drought. We can't just talk about the pros to doing multiple payments. We also have to talk a little bit about some of the cons. It can get a little bit confusing if you have multiple payments and you're not very good at communicating what they are and why they are that way. You have to have something in place that makes it very easy for them to pay, very easy for them to see when their payments are coming up, and that's why I recommend a CRM like ShootQ or Tave or 17 Hats. Another con to the payments being spread out on my end is if a bride and groom are behind on a payment or they've forgotten to make the payment. Now I have to have my staff reach out, which can be awkward, and say, hey, sorry, you haven't made your payment yet. Are you going to do that soon? Most of the times the bride or groom just didn't even realize it, but that can cause cause extra work, and that must be noted that that could be a con as well. But overall, looking at it, by breaking up the weddings into payments, it not only keeps you safer on a legal perspective in case somebody cancels the wedding, it helps give you income in months that are maybe not so busy, but it really just helps make it very easy for your bride and groom to book a max package with you, spread it out over some payments, and keep you safe and secure. I would love to hear kind of what you do with your payments, with your retainers. Do you think I'm crazy or stupid? I would love to know in the comments. Maybe not if you think I'm stupid, but what are you doing with your payments? How do you work it? I would love to learn from you all, but as of now, I have those multiple payments set up and I feel very safe and secure with the amount that's coming in, when it's coming in, and taking care of our brides and grooms. And as always, the point of these videos and why we're doing those is we want to make the industry better. We want to make the experience better, not just for the videographers or the photographers, but for the bride and groom as well. And we have seen over the last about a year and a half of doing this, brides actually appreciate having it broken up a little bit for them, so it just makes it a little bit less daunting. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. If you could, subscribe below, hit that bell. We would love to show up in your inbox. And a huge favor, if you know anybody that is doing wedding videography, help us spread the word. We're doing this content, bringing it to you so you can have free, helpful content. And if you know anybody, please share the word. Until next time, see ya.